So hey, this is my last vlog at home. Tomorrow night I'll be in Orlando, and 2 days later I'll be on my way to Spain. So it's 10 o'clock at night. I have work tomorrow morning and a long meeting before I get on the road. So I think this is absolutely the best time, if you're a procrastinator like myself, a master procrastinator, to wait until the pack. So I'm doing that right now. Literally, there's laundry going on behind me. Months and months of planning, packing at the last minute. So people have asked a little bit about what I'm taking with me. So I was going to show a little bit about the organized chaos that is on my floor before I put it in the bag. Other than that, let me think. Sunday was my last walk through Crestview. Did not go as well as I had hoped. It was honestly probably the worst walk I've had in a while, only because it was so hot. I had more weight in my pack than I'm used to. I've been kind of slowly building up, and the weight really shouldn't be much of an issue. The heat and the lack of shade. City of Crestview, please, for the love of God, plant trees in the middle of town. Plant trees somewhere, because all the way from Stillwell, all the way under I-10, to Antioch Road and back. Didn't even make it back. Had to make it back to Publix, and then a friend of mine had walked with me. My friend April and John both walked with Jack and I. And I had April give us a ride back. It was just too hot. The good news is, good and bad, is that evidently, while the weather here has been in the 80s and 90s, the weather in Spain, the highs are in the 70s and the lows are in the 50s. So that's kind of changed some things a little bit. I've really been practicing planning on heat, and now I'm not going to have that, which is great. I'm totally cool in the gang with no heat. The problem is, the discussion comes around, do I take a fleece, which is extra weight to carry? And I've kind of gone back and forth on that, the kind of shirts that I'm getting. So I've got long sleeve shirts that I can roll up, help with the sun if that's an issue. And then I am going to I have a travel fleece that I normally take with me. So, but anyway, so I want to talk a little bit about what I'm carrying and, final steps that I've got to do. So there's some final things I've got to get in the morning. But by and large, it's, 24 hours from now, I'm in Orlando, and not too long after that, I'm leaving on a jet plane. Yeah. So, all right. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what I'm taking with me. All right. So here is the pack and the gear. We'll kind of go through all this a little bit. First, over here, I am taking the water bladder, of course. This has been my companion along with the backpack the whole time, and this has worked very, very well. It's a 3 liter. I'm only doing 2 liters worth, and that's been pretty good. This backpack, you guys have seen this before, but it's, just the Kestrel Osprey. It's just a good backpack. This down here is the rain cover for it, so if when it gets wet, I can pull this out, cover the pack. This is the fleece. Grab that. And this is the fleece that I've taken with me the last 2 trips to England and nowhere or go anywhere. It's a Scotty vest, so it's got like 11 billion pockets in it. That kind of helps with pickpockets, things like that. And what's really nice about this is because it's got so many pockets in it, and there's so much that I can put in it. It's kept me from having to take carry-on luggage, and so the sleeves are zip off, which will be nice. So we'll kind of see how things are going there. But really, the vest has been fantastic. So I mean, the one thing I would say on any travel, anytime you can get something with a lot of pockets, especially the Scotty vests, are a little bit pricier, but they have good sales, and it's really been worthwhile. It's good quality. Kind of thinking about the FSU bag. I think I want some sort of draw bag when I'm walking through town when I don't have my backpack. My concern about that is I have a real long-standing rule that I try when I'm traveling, out of the country. I sound like a seasoned traveler, but the times I've gone out of the country, I try to blend in. I don't want to look like a tourist, and so I've really kind of gone long and hard on the FSU bag, and I don't know that I'm going to take that particular one. But I do want something that I can carry around town. It can roll up. It's a good drawstring bag. I can use it for laundry, whatever I've got to do. So it's something like that, or it will come. Let's see. My buff that like a bandana kind of thing, but much, much cooler. And then of course, Camino hat part 2. This right here is my sleeping bag liner. I'm not taking a full sleeping bag, but there will be some places where they don't have sheets or maybe a little bit colder. So the sleeping bag liner kind of, if there's no sheets, there's no blankets, I have that, and I can always snuggle up with the fleece, so I should be no problem there. Socks, let's see, 2 pairs of the wool socks. These are the thinner socks, but they're smart wool, and I haven't had any problems with blisters or anything, knock on wood. It's worked out really, really well. They're really comfortable. So I have 2 pairs of those, and I'll take 2 pairs of the thicker wool socks, which you'll see in a second, or you would if I wasn't currently washing them. My Columbia rain jacket, and it folds into a really nice, kind of a handy size there. And then these shirts are wick away. So as I ruin my beautiful rolling up job. So yeah, so basically I'm taking 3 of these shirts. They're very light, they wick away the moisture. They're long sleeve to A, protect me from the sun if that's an issue, and B, help with the cold if it gets as cold as now I'm finding out it might be. So I have 3 pairs of those shirts, one that I'll be wearing and 2 I'll be carrying, which is more than I was planning, but I think at this point I'll be okay. One more shirt's not going to kill me. I hope I actually never have to wear these. These are convertible pants, and they really are, they're all the rage if you are in like a retirement community or you don't know what fashion is. They really, they're very light, but evidently the heaviest part of pants are the things that keep them from wrinkling. So they look, just terrible. But they're long sleeve. They're long pants. If I need them, I've got them, and I can take the bottoms off, make shorts out of them. This is a long pair of travel shorts. Again, these are Scotty shorts, which means they've got really deep pockets. And again, oh hey, look, wrinkled. They've got really deep pockets, so it's good for just kind of safety as I'm walking around with money and things like that. Let's see, some of the Joel shells that Mom did. Let's see, my passport, my pilgrim passport's in there. I've got a journal there. Got to finish the twine on the Joel shells, and a really good friend of mine gave me that rosary. And the cool thing with the rosary is, let's see, although I'm not Catholic, there's obviously a spiritual nature to this, and prayer beads of any sort, anything like that matters. So this friend of mine, I think Saint Benedict, and then a shell charm for me, and then an angel wing charm for Joel. So very, very cool, very, very special. That'll be coming with me. I'm also taking some Anglican rosary beads or prayer beads as well, but very important there. So let's see, what else am I forgetting? Yes, it would not be a driver trip without food. I am going to take some instant oatmeal, put some water in it, put that in my pocket as I'm walking. It should still be hot enough, even if it's not that hot outside, just from the walking, that it will actually cook the oatmeal over a period of time. And then the all-in-one spork, because quite frankly, can you travel without a spork? I think nay. You'll notice that these bags, there's 3 of them, are they're dry sacks. So they come together, they roll, and then they attach there. And that way, if the bag gets wet or something happens, that'll keep everything dry. Let's see, camera, glasses case. I'll also be using this to store my charging cables, things like that. This, I can't explain it. It doesn't matter what you do, it doesn't matter how much you plan, there will always be socks missing their mates. And so this is an example of, I'm going to go ahead and say a left foot sock right there, the thicker one that I've been trying to take a couple pairs of, and then another one of the thin socks there. I'm hoping that somewhere in the laundry room I will find their friends. Otherwise, I don't think they're making the trip. Let's see, my boots. They're made for walking, that's what they're going to do. Size 16, I swear I might actually start buying size 16 shoes, just that one size up. They are just incredibly comfortable. I did try those foot pads, and they were atrocious, so no, just going without the foot pads, but good Columbia boots. Now, here's the question. I'm taking another pair of footwear, and I've been advised many, many times, many, many ways, that Crocs these on the left, or on the right here, are horrible and should not be worn in public ever. However, they are light and comfortable. The other option are those slides over there, which are somewhat lighter and not evidently as fashion faux pas-ish as these, but not really sure I can get away with those in public over there, especially with socks. I did that in college with Birkenstocks, swore I'd never do that again. So I'm leaning towards eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm taking the Crocs. So I can hang those off the back of the bag. Honestly, when I start speaking Spanish, the last thing anyone's going to be worrying about is unfortunate footwear. So that's really kind of where I am. All of this will go into one of the 3 dry bags, and then into the bag, and then I'm basically good to go. So finishing up the laundry, finishing packing everything here, and then that's kind of it. So that's really basically where I am now. The plan right now is, again, tomorrow drive down to Orlando, stay a day with the McLeans, and then on Thursday he'll drive me to the airport, Mark will, and I fly out to Miami, then to Madrid, then to Santiago. So on Friday, take a bus from Santiago to Ferrol, where I'm staying for the night, and then Saturday morning I will start my walk. So the plan is that I'll be using the emotional low jack, the Delorme GPS, every morning. It's about a 7-hour difference, so from where I am locally in Central Time, I'm hoping I start by 7, so you got to figure by midnight, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning if I'm starting about then, 11 o'clock midnight Central Time, and the various legs last anywhere from 5 to 8 hours, so with breaks and everything else, and there will be breaks. So you'll be able to track that, and I'll be kind of taking pictures and anything along the way is my plan. So I don't know that I'll do another blog. I might do one at one of the airports. We'll see. If not, my next one will be in Spain, which seems just absolutely incredible to me. Wonderful, but incredible. There's been support for the scholarship, which has been amazing. If anyone is interested and they're seeing this for the first time, either of the 2 of you watching this, the website from couch to Camino at blogspot.com helps my brother Joel's scholarship at Florida State. Top right hand corner, you can donate to the scholarship, and right below that it says watch where I am at the moment. Click on that and it will take you to the webpage where you can watch my little dot move every 10 minutes or not move. But anyway, so it'll either be from the airport or it'll be from Spain next time you see me. So I'm going to get to packing and doing laundry and probably dishes and maybe clean the house a little bit. And I'll talk to you later.